Barack Obama once said, and I quote, "The best anti-poverty program for the world is a world-class education." Good afternoon, chairperson, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and of course, Lagosians. My name is Sarah Ojukwu, a student of Canon James Pierce Anglican College, here to support the motion. Visual learning is better than in-person classes. During the lockdown imposed on the world by the disease COVID-19, educators relied on technology, knowing that we are no longer to be confounded by their own teachings, for we are born in a new age, technology age known as Generation Z. Visual learning has not only helped students in the sense that we can now learn at our own space, time, and pace, not needing to drag the whole class back with us on a particular topic that we do not understand, but also helping teachers to save stress, time, and transportation used when going in and coming back from the schools they work. Visual learning is now one of the most used apps or most used technology form in the world. 65% of people around the world now indulge in visual learning. It has helped teachers that live in remote areas and are not well educated on internet usage. People now are able to professionally say that they are now confirmed technological gurus. Visual learning has helped in changing the definition of a class from a space where we just sit and learn to a place where different minds, races, talents, and passions come together to develop a better world for myself, you, and our teachers. Visual learning is not a replacement for our teachers, but a guide used to help us to understand better. Yes, we may say that some people did benefit from visual learning, but we cannot say that everybody benefited in the exact same way. There are some people that are lazy, indisciplined, not going according to instructions. Some of them were not even partaking in their exams and tests in the right ways. Some were cheating. Some were doing things that were not meant to be done. And this is why people now indulge in visual learning. During physical contact, people sleep during classes, especially in government schools where teachers don't actually see everybody. People make noise at the back and people are not able to professionally say that they have learned something because of their schools they work at. Having a clue that we have over 550.
Thank you. Your time is up. Thank you. Well done. Good job. Very solid points. Very solid points. Now let's move to the opposer.
Good day, moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, and of course my co-debater, and of course my ever-attentive audience from all walks of life. My name is Emmanuella Nnadi, a proud student of Vikmop High School. I'm here to correct the erroneous mindset and point of view of my opponent here about the notion which state that virtual learning is better than in-person classes. The first obvious advantage of virtual learning is class control. As we all know, kids will always be kids. They tend to lose focus and get distracted at every point in time. But with the appearance of a teacher in the learning environment, proper monitoring will be done, and also curbing of excesses will be able to allow the teacher to teach more in that learning environment. Teachers are also able to meet up with the needs of their students due to the busy schedule of their parents. Teachers are able to meet with the social, emotional, and even the psychological needs of students. Therefore, students are able to get more enthusiastic in their learning. In-person classes also helps teachers to meet with the opportunity to have the opportunity to meet with the learning skills and styles of every student, both the visual, the audiovisual, and even the kinesthetic learners who love to do things with their hands. Because an anonymous once said that if students cannot learn the way we teach, we should be able to teach the way they can learn. So inculcating and meeting up with their learning skills will also help them to get more interested in learning. In addition to this, in-person learning has also helped students to support stronger connections. Study shows that socializing and developing in-person learning and friendships has helped students to learn more about themselves and even develop empathy. This helps them form lasting relationships forever. In-person learning also helps students to create more educational experiences. This makes them have lower and fewer distractions, higher concentrations, and can help them to receive more direct personalized learning. This also helps students to focus more in the class. This helps students. In-person classes moved the CDC, which is the Center for Disease Control, to release assessment earlier this summer to highlighting the importance of in-person learning in the development of children. In conclusion, we know many learners find that most enriching developmental experiences from personalized or direct learning, from group works with classmates, internships, and even mentorships. I'm so sober today because my opponents here have failed to contend with my most important point about the importance of in-person learning in an effective learning and even the development of children. With this cogent outline point of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to even confuse you that in-person classes is the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Emmanuella. Well done. Good job. All right. A lot of points on both sides. Now it's time for the rebuttal round, and this time we're going to start with the opposer. Emmanuella?
Yeah.
It's your turn. The rebuttal round.
You say stress-free, right? A determined student will always want to learn at any cost, whether saving expenses of transportation, whether moving around, all in the name of learning. A determined student will always want to learn at every cost, like I said.
Speaking to your mic.
Stress would not be a problem for a determined student. Internet usage. Excuse me, students may use network issue as a problem for not attending their classes online. Some students even go to the extent of switching off their phones and saying battery low, if you know about that. Comfortability. I said earlier on is stress-free. Every student, comfortability does not only have to do with your physical rest. It also has to do with when you have peace of mind emotionally. So when you're physically hyperactive or you are not even rest, you don't have that rest. Emotionally, you won't have rest also. So in-person classes also help students to have that peace of mind that there is a teacher in their learning environment. In-person classes also reduces the rate of molesting of children, because at home we find many cases in Nigeria about parents or even family relative raping their family relative also at home. But with the safe hands of teachers and when students are in school, students will be able to be protected and they are also safe from these deadly hands of family members also. COVID-19. Excuse me, COVID-19 also has to do with that interaction of which virtual learning also has to do with. But I move on to proper caring of the child. I said earlier on that the teacher has to meet with the emotional needs, social needs, and even the psychological needs of these students. I hope with this content point of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to brainwash you that in-person class is the best. Thank you.
All right, Emmanuella, thank you very much. Lagos, if you just tuned in, you're listening to the I Beg to Differ tournament. This is the final match. In the round of 16, we've got Emmanuella Nnadi on the show with us. You just heard her voice. She's 12 years old. We also have on the show with us Sarah Ojukwu, who is 15 years old. She is an SS3 student at Canon James Pierce Anglican College. Emmanuella is 12 and she is an SS1 student at Vic Mob High School. Sarah, you've got 2 minutes for your rebuttal round.
First of all, I'd like to address the point that my co-debater said. She said that physical contact reduces molestation of students. Are you aware that people actually get molested at schools? Rape actually happens at schools. You said socialization. Are you also aware that because of this so-called socialization, people die? Students are being bullied in schools and they're not able to open up to specific teachers because of what those teachers would say. You said that it helps them to focus. How sure are you that everybody focuses in class? Thank God you said a determined student, because not everybody works in the same way, like I said before. Like you said, if a teacher cannot teach the way someone will learn, then they should be able to interact with them properly, right? And how can you say that everybody focus when you're not even sure? Think about the government students, please. What about those that were online or were in classes and they zone out? People in class actually do zone out. Do you realize that? There are many times where you may be there, but your mind is not. It does not actually help everybody to focus. And not everybody can be as determined as one other person. And that's why you have to come to the level of other people as well. You cannot say that it has solved molestation, because actually some male teachers do romance students in the name of "I will give you a higher score." It is found most popularly in secondary school and universities as well. Government schools that are over 100 students in classes do not learn the same way, because there are some backbenchers and middle people that don't actually learn. Did you think about the teachers when you were saying physical contact? Because these teachers have also suffered sometimes. They are stressed, they are tired, and they want to rest. And yet they still come to school from far places just to teach us. They impact knowledge in many ways, and it's also possible for them to do it from home at their own accessible time and space. You do not only consider students, you consider the people teaching the students, you consider the school and the principal as well. Consider your parents. Not everybody is able to watch their child at home. It's not everybody that's able to watch the children in school. Counselors are not actually that free with students sometimes, and students may not emotionally or mentally open up to them, being that they may actually be the ones that might have caused it. So you cannot say that physical learning is better than visual learning, when physical contact has proven to be more dangerous to our society than visual learning. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. All right then. Well done. Good job. Woo! Lagos. This has been fire. I want to hear your thoughts, but we're going to hear your thoughts after we come back from a commercial break. That will also give my team time to collate the result and tell me who they think have won this round. So we have gone through the presentation round. We've gone through the rebuttal round. Thank you to both of you for a wonderful debate. There can only be one winner, and that winner will be announced once we come back from this commercial break. Lagos, we're streaming this live on our Facebook stream. Facebook is Nigeria Info 99.3, YouTube Nigeria Info FM, and you can leave your comments with us as the stream continues to be live. But yes, stay with us. When we come back from the break, you'll know exactly who has won this round between Sarah Ojukwu and Emmanuella Nnadi. They've been doing amazing stuff. Young children doing amazing stuff since Monday. And today, we finally draw the curtains on this round. And next week, we'll bring you the quarterfinals. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Don't go away. We've listened to Emmanuella Nnadi, a 12-year-old in SS1 at Vic Mob High School. We've listened to Sarah Ojukwu, a 15-year-old SS3 student at Canon James Pierce Anglican College. And they talked to us about which one was better, virtual learning or in-person classes. And they have made me so darn proud. Like, I'm so proud. I hate that only one person can go to the quarterfinal, but it is what it is. So, with 3 points in the presentation and 7 points. So 3 points to, what's her name now? 3 points to Sarah and 7 points to Emmanuella. Emmanuella wins the presentation round. During the rebuttal, Emmanuella scored 4 points. Sarah scored 4 points. So that's a tie for the rebuttal. As far as eloquence is concerned, you both tied at 5. My team scored you 5 each. And we look at the final scores. Sarah scored 12 points. Well done, Sarah. Congratulations. Emmanuella scored 16 points. Well done, Emmanuella. Congratulations on winning this round. Good job.
Thank you. Congratulations also.
Well done. Good job. All right. Thank you, both of you, for a wonderful debate. And Sarah, thank you for taking part. We're going to be doing this again sometime soon. You're 15, so you can participate again next year. And I'm really hoping that you are one of the people who's chosen to do this again next year. Congratulations, Emmanuella. I will see you next week. Oh, don't cry. I'll see you next week. You just qualified for the quarterfinals. I will let you know by the end of today, latest tomorrow morning, who you'll be facing next week.